Good morning. It's the Livest Live. It's that boy Maurice Maurice. Samantha Renee is on deck. How y'all doing on happy 4th of July? Yeah. What's going on, man?
Headed to the workhouse.
She going to work, but you know I'm always at work, so check this out. Y'all get here now, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna tear with this thing. We're gonna keep moving because I got some stuff to do today. You know what I'm saying? It's 4th of July, but now at the same time, they got the flags out.
They always decorate over here.
Oh, they always decorate over here. Hey, we in lovely Dayton, Ohio, y'all. We want you to get here now. What's the weather today, bro?
The weather is currently 71, cloudy, of course, with a high of 87. It's supposed to start raining at like 2 o'clock and then rain all the way up to like 9. And then it's supposed to be clear, so not really sure about this whole firework thing, but I guess. How y'all doing this morning?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, I don't know about these fireworks either. You know what I'm saying? The fireworks thing is kind of like, you know, the kids asking, you know what I'm saying, asking about the fireworks, stuff like that. But it's kind of wet. I'm saying, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. But anyway, with no further ado, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go ahead and get to the verses this morning. You know what I'm saying? It's another lovely day that the Lord has made.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia Jefferson. How you doing, Miss Jefferson? You know what I'm saying? Kind of throw it off this morning. It's been a minute. So, you know, we gonna work with that. So, today, you know, since we've been on, you know what I'm saying, why is she signaling? I don't know why she's signaling right there like that right there. But anyway, it's been a while, you know what I'm saying, since we've been able to come on. You know, I simply started CDL training and some things like that. And it's just been hard to get here, you know what I'm saying? So we're here now. So got a day to be able to get in and do a Livest Live, so we most definitely want to do that. Want y'all to have a great morning this morning. Y'all need to start off renewing your mind and renewing your strength. And you know how we start off the Livest Live every time. We start off with the verses. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the verses. And the first verse comes from Romans chapter 12, verse 10. And it says, love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Now, this morning, we're going to talk about a little honor, dishonor, you know, disobedience, disrespect. We're going to go all in there like that right there. What's going on, CJ Key? What's going on, Huncho C6? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad everybody's up and ready to go hard with the Livest Live this morning. Huncho, I still couldn't get that music loaded. I don't know what's going on with that. But, you know, we love you on this side. So, continue to do what you do. Second verse on the Livest Live comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20. And it says, for you were bought with a price, so glorify God in your body. This morning, you know what I'm saying, you got to understand that you were made in God's image. God made you. So you got to glorify him with yourself. You know what I'm saying? However you see fit to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't dishonor and disrespect your creator with your walk in life today. You know what I'm saying? And the third verse comes from Proverbs chapter 21, verse 21. And it says, whoever pursues righteousness and kindness will find life, righteousness and honor. You know, like I told you this morning, we're going to talk about a little honor this morning. We want y'all to like, love, and share this video. We're going to get this out to whoever wants to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need a little bit of uplifting every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, happy 4th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand he told me about another outlet app to get it on, but I haven't downloaded that yet. You know, life's just been overwhelming, and you got to remember these passwords and all this stuff right here. And kind of like I just ain't did it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? And this verse right here that I've got, it's a fourth one, is most prominent of all. And I don't want y'all to miss this for nothing. That's why I left it for the last one. And it comes from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1 through 4. And it says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and your mother. This is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that you may live long in the land. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and the instruction of the Lord. Now, this is a key verse for life today. And don't misinterpret it. Parents, you must honor your children as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't provoke them. Don't have them doing all type of stuff, and then when they do it, you just want to be like, forget them. No. See, a lot of people today don't understand what's going on in the world today. We have a lack of stand-up parents who have raised their children upright in the Lord. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's why everybody tripping. That's why children are disrespectful. You understand me? That's why adults are on up in age and don't know what to do or how to do it or do it the right way, because their parents simply didn't raise them the right way. They didn't teach them and bring them up in the Lord. They didn't do the right things when it came to parenting. Oh, okay, now, you know what I'm saying? I see that y'all ain't feeling it, but that's okay, because we're going to set the record straight on the Livest Live every time we come on. You know, disrespect will not be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? On either level. You feel what I'm saying? People get mad. They get to harden their hearts about these things, and simply it is a lack of parenting that is the struggle today. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of times parents know what to do and fail to do it just because I just ain't gonna tell them that. Okay? And then when they grow up and they doing disrespectful things, they doing dishonorable things that you can't seem to fathom why they doing it, you got to understand it reflects on you, because you are the individual who raised them. You are the individual who brought them up. You feel what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be a two thing. Yeah, parenting comes, God put man and woman together to make one. You feel me? So the chain has already been messed up and broken up when it's like this. I'm the mama and the daddy. Or I'm the daddy and the mama. No, that ain't the way God made it to be. Y'all just want to remix God's divine design of how he created us. And when you go to altering and messing with his design, you get what you got. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's simply what it is. And I know I understand this because it's going on in my life. You feel me? I'm not pointing the finger at nobody, because I'm at fault with these things as well. I've laid down with numerous women, had children by them out of wedlock. You understand what I'm saying? And now these children just running around with no direction. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't want to hear this. You know, you lose viewers when you talk about stuff like this, because this is what's going on in life today. But I ain't worried about no viewers. Nah, I ain't worried about no viewers. I'm going to set the record straight when it come on every time God give me the chance. Because, like I said, I'm talking about myself. And I know people are like me who have this same situation going on. Disrespect, dishonor. You know what I'm saying? Failure to understand what's really right. It's one thing to know what's right and not strive to do it, and another thing to know what's right and just still do wrong. You understand me? And then some of these parents want to be glorified for simply being a parent. You don't get no plaque for being a stand-up parent. Now, you know what I'm saying? You'll get a plaque because you'll see your children grow up and be blessed and be fruitful. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't get no award. These Mother's Day and Father's Day and all this stuff right here that the man has made to glorify these individuals in their like places has went too far. You feel what I'm saying? Because we feel like we need to be honored for something that we shouldn't rightfully do anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand what really truly God's divine design was for you and purpose. So we get mixed up, we get misconstrued in the things that we don't understand. And sometimes you just got to start over, people. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand that even though God, God is in the start over business. So renew your mind and renew your strength. This is Tyshawn Knight this morning. It's called Start Over. Yeah, we on the Livest Live. We talking about some real touchy subjects on this Thursday. Y'all tell them to get here now. It's that boy Maurice Maurice, Samantha Renee. And we on deck, you know what I'm talking about? God is good and worthy to be praised. We finna pull up and put a part in your face. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They want us to start over. Start over. Start over. But we already made it over. If you already made it over, y'all come to the Livest Live. We going hard. Tamika Lewis, good morning. It's going down. They want us to start over. Can't start over. No, made it over. You push me to the edge and hold me far. Your heart cannot clean at all. No, anytime you need me, all you have to do is call. And anytime you need y'all tell them to get here now. We on deck. My gosh, I can't believe I might just let you aim high. What's up, niggas? Real TV, ENT. You know what I'm talking about? We got the juice, baby. Yeah. You up high, everybody didn't know. You touch me hard, you know. Yo, you did me wrong for sure. Samantha Renee will be back in a minute, y'all. Yeah. Ain't gonna touch that time clock, you feel me? I got bigger things to think about. I can't make this take me off course. I level up, we level up, pray up, we work me feel close. Y'all stay prayed up, ride with the Livest. We make it cause we work too hard, we turn back now. They want us to start over, start over, start over. But we already made it over. Can't start over, no. Can't start over, no. They want us to start over. Can't start over, no. Made it over. Push me to the edge and hold me fast. Heart in a clean at all, no. Heart in a clean at all. This new music, this Tyshawn Knight, you feel me? You ain't gotta run no more in life, you know what I'm talking about? Just be real, righteous, and relevant, you know what I'm talking about? Stay prayed up. The enemy's always there to seek, kill, steal, and destroy, you feel me? Y'all feel what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? We on deck this morning. God is good. So that was Start Over, you know what I'm saying? Tyshawn Knight. And this morning we simply talking about a lot of things, a lot of topics. You know, dishonor, disrespect, these children, these parents, and everybody in life today. What's going on that we seem to act like we don't know why they acting like that? Simply wasn't raised. Simply wasn't raised. And when they growed up to know better, to do better, they're still failing to do better. You understand me? I can see it in my life with the adults, the parenting, the aunts, the uncles, and even like adults of my age bracket, where they're still stuck in the world, still failing to do what their responsibility is to do in this life today. And you got to respect yourself first. You understand me? And then maybe you can respect others. You feel what I'm saying? But if you disrespecting yourself every morning, you waking up every morning on some straight garbage, then how you expect to respect anything else that's going on in life? You can't. It's not possible. You understand what I'm saying? So you've got to understand your duty in life today. What's going on, Miss Michelle Jeter? How you doing? Happy 4th of July to everybody. Those of you who are taking off and relaxing. Those of you who hope to crank up the grill today. You know what I'm saying? It's just another lovely day in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For me. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you get a day off. You get a chance to relax a little bit. But like with me, there's never a day off. You know what I'm saying? We still got stuff to do. I got a vehicle to work on today. You know, it ain't no relaxing in life. You know what I'm saying? There's always some things that you need to get done. So take this time to get your little R&R. And for those of you who don't know what R&R is, relaxation and rest. Get your little of that. and get back to what God intended for you to do today. And God says you don't work, you don't eat, so let's work. He only said one day you're supposed to be resting, and that's Sunday. Michelle, you at work? Yeah, Michelle, I already know. You got to get it. So y'all enjoy your days on this earth and be fruitful, multiply, not only in, a physical sense. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody life today. Speak life into somebody. All this negativity going on in the world. A lot of people don't understand what good wholesomeness is. And I had to understand it, because at some point, I was out here in the world acting crazy, doing crazy, and being crazy, and not being a representation of what God expects in his divine design. When he made you to be respectful. You understand me? He made you to love. You understand what I'm saying? So when these things come about, don't fight them. Don't fight the time to be the best you can be for whoever you can be when they come across your path. You understand what I'm saying? You know what it is when you see straight garbage in front of you, straight negativity. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times you look like, or you get on down. But sometimes we are the same people subjecting these things and throwing these things out. And this morning we were talking about the verses was basically on a number of things. Those of you who have gotten here now, one of the key verses we read this morning was basically, here's another version of it, to be honest. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 16. Honor your father and your mother as the Lord your God commanded you, that your days may be long and that it may go well with you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Now this morning, the Lord your God is giving you this land. But you can't expect to be blessed in this land if you're walking around being disrespectful to others. If you're walking around with a mean mug on your face, acting like somebody owe you something. Man, ain't nobody want to be around you. I was telling my little girl the other day, she 8 years old and just a sweet soul. And I was letting her know, man, she want to cry all the time. Man, nobody want to be around no crybaby. You feel what I'm saying? We all get upset in life about certain things. But you got to understand in life, you must persevere. You must push forward. You understand me? To keep going. There's going to be things that's going to knock you down and you ain't going to believe that happen. But you got to understand what it is and keep going for what it is. Miss Love, what it is, how you doing? How you doing this 4th of July? There goes Samantha Renee, y'all. She on deck. Listen, y'all, if y'all want to get one of these God givens, check in to cultureshopping.com. That's culture with a Shay. Well, I said with a Shay. Culture with a K. So you come in laughing at me. It funny? Let's see what you got to say. Anyway, cultureshopping.com, y'all. Culture with a K. You know what I'm saying? And if you type in the Livest Live on the promo code, you can get 15%. What's going on, Reginald? You in Cincinnati? That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. We love you today. We in Ohio. We in Dayton. We right around the corner from you. And we just come on basically to show love and keep it real in life today. It's so much fakeness going on, so much foolery, so much. I ain't gonna say the other word. Anyway, y'all understand what I'm saying. So we want to keep it real, righteous, and relevant. And this morning, it starts with respect, and it starts in the home. A lot of people think that school, education starts at school. No, it starts in the home. You feel me? It starts with the parents. You understand me? Directing your children and training them up in the way they should go. You understand what I'm saying? That's why so much is going on in the world today, because we as parents are failing our children. We are failing to raise them up in the right ways. We see them doing wrong and we don't even correct them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't correct them because we ain't been corrected ourselves. So we are letting the chain continue on. The things that your parents put in you that was straight garbage, you have started to put it in your children. And then when they grow up, they putting down straight garbage. You understand me? You don't put good work ethic in them. Or when you come home, you got a bad attitude. I can't stand them folks at work. They get on my nerve. Woo, 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 woo. your children are picking up on all this negativity that you are putting down at all times. You understand me? Every time that you do something, you got to understand one thing, that your children are watching you. And you were a child at once, so you got to understand what's going on with that. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to talk on. Samantha, you caught up? Where we at? You know where we at? Mm-hmm. Everything. Samantha says she always on deck, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes she be wanting to just, you know what I'm saying? But it's all right. You know what I'm talking about? We here. We love y'all. And, you know, we simply could talk about this subject a lot because, like I said, it starts off with the parents. Yeah, it starts off with the parents. But your Heavenly Father gave you instructions on how to live. And these are the same things that you should be instilling in your children. And with my situation, I was in the world so long and doing so many different things and being conformed by the world that some of my children that got up in age, in them teen ages, where you can't really say they don't want to hear nothing you're talking about now. You know what I'm saying? She glowing. Yeah, she glowing. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, so I'm having to deal with the fact of going back and knowing better to do better and still striving as a father to do and teach them the right things. And sometimes they don't want to accept it right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go and get to some more music. Then after we get through with this music, we're going to let you hear the fabulous, the brilliant Samantha Renee so she can touch on these subjects a little bit. It's the Maurice Maurice. It's the Samantha Renee. We on deck. It's the live. It's live. Ain't nobody gonna stop the shine, man. Yeah, it's you glowing, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this Korean hot dog, you know what I'm talking about? We know what he doing. Y'all tell him to get here now. It's that boy Maurice Maurice. Samantha Renee, you know what I'm talking about? We had to turn up just like this because I want y'all to know one thing. If you can't do it, he can do it. All you gotta do is renew your mind and renew your strength. Every day, not just yesterday. Forget yesterday, it's in the past. We talk about today. Do what you're supposed to do for you and yours. Yeah. Anybody tell you something else? They ain't talking about that. Won't he do it? So I trust him at all times. I'm about to lose it again. I'm about to let him know where I'm from. Take me there again. Yeah, y'all tell him to get here now. The live is on. Back in line one more time, cause he's always listening. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect, man. Need your whisper, Lord, save me from my weaknesses. Cause you're always on time. Always on time. Come and get your breakthrough, cause I'm gonna get mine. I'm trying to tell you, man. You better go get your breakthrough in life, cause we on deck. It's the live is live. 23 Entertainment presents the Live is Live. We on deck, yeah. You're gonna look back and be so amazed. How it turned out, it's only His grace. Only good, He said He would. So I trust y'all like, love, and share this video, you know what I'm talking about? You see what the enemy planned for my downfall turned out to be the greatest victory of my life. Gotta know that. 'Cause when it comes at you fast and hard, there's only one that could come and make it right. So ain't no need for stressing and crying, 'cause He gon' show up just like He did the last time. And the last time, and the last time, I know. Won't He do it? Yeah. Fight your battles for you, they gon' wonder. I wanna say what's up to them girls from Louis now. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Marilyn Dickinson, Ebony Davis, Brown. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? We on deck, you know what I'm saying? How it turned out, it's only His grace. We want to say what's up to the whole Live is Live family, you know what I'm saying? Won't He do it this morning? Y'all renew your mind. And trust God, you feel me? He gonna be the one to wake you up and take you to greater lengths in life in your life. Yeah, we talking about you know what I'm saying, honoring mothers, parents honoring their children and vice versa. And really what was going on in the world today as far as the breakdown and why we have so much negativity, it's just been the lack of parenting and the lack of parents honoring their children as well, you know, vice versa. That's basically what we was talking about, baby.
Well, yeah. I mean, it says in the word, you know, you should honor your mother and your father, for your days will be long. But a lot of times when the mother and the father is not honoring the child, as far as, you know, it's right to discipline them. You know, children want to be disciplined and they want to be told right from wrong. But at some point, like Pooh said, if at one point we weren't taught right from wrong, it's kind of hard to teach them, even though we know, you know, right from wrong. I've dealt with it myself. I mean, as far as feeling some type of way about my parents and the things that they've had going on. But, you know, it's just a growing process. You know, you grow older, you know, to learn and to understand things for yourself. And a lot of times, you know, adults feel like, you know, as children, they don't understand certain things, or the things that, good morning, Miss Cynthia Jeffers, the things that the adults are putting down, you know, these kids, I mean, they don't see into it or see past what is really going on. But at some point they really do, because I can remember things as a adolescent, like certain things, not even as a preteen, but as a little girl, like certain things that was going on with me and my family and things like that, that caused me at some point to harden my heart, because I felt like my parents weren't, you know what I'm saying, honoring me as I was honoring them, and they didn't take the time to talk to me and explain certain things to me, you know, as a young lady, and the things as far as how things should be or how things were, even though, you know, as a adult now, I understand the things that they were putting down were wrong, and it was a way to go about handling those things and doing those things. That's why I was very thankful for my aunt, rest her soul. You know, she helped me with a lot of things as well as a young lady, you know, teaching me and showing me right from wrong. Although a lot of things I already knew, you know what I'm saying, for myself, that these things not right, or this shouldn't be happening like this. But my parents, you know, they tried to cover my eyes with the wool and make me feel like this is the way it is and this is just how it's gonna be, when in reality it wasn't supposed to be like that. So, you know, for adults and children, like if you are going through something with your parents and you feel like the things that they're doing or how they're treating you is not right and it's unjust, it's okay. You know, that's a part of life, that's a part of growth, you know. But at some point you have to find a way to forgive them, because you're gonna grow up, you're gonna understand the difference between right and wrong in your own opinion, your own perception of things. Although at some point right now you probably do. This young man that, you know, he was posting some things the other day, and you know, it was a lot of people that was just kind of like, you know, forget them, and you know, your mama this and your mama that, but your mother's your mother and your father's your father, you know, and you still should honor them regardless if you feel like what they're doing and how they're doing it is right in your eyes. You still have to find a way to forgive them, because God is very forgiving. He forgives us for a lot of things that we probably feel like in our heart we shouldn't even be forgiven for. So why is it so hard for you to forgive your parents? Hi, Imani Nicole, because of the things that they're doing to do that. You know, that's not really a good thing. So, you know, at some point if you have to fall on your knees and ask God to help you and help you order your steps in order to try to figure out how you need to go about trying to talk to your parent and try to understand why they're doing some of the things that they're doing. Because no, you shouldn't curse your parent, but also they shouldn't curse you either. It should be a mutual understanding to where you can try to find mutual grounds and communicate and try to figure out, okay, well, what did I do wrong to dishonor my parent, or what did I do wrong to dishonor my child? Because it goes both ways. It's not just because you're the parent that they're supposed to honor you. You're supposed to honor each other because you're a family. You know, although God, you know, blessed you to help you carry them in your womb and bless them on this earth, you know, ultimately he had a decision to figure out if he wanted you to be here or if he didn't want you to be here. So obviously he had a purpose for you as well as your child to be here. So at some point you can't just cast them out and be like, well, I don't care about you, and you know, however that goes. Although ultimately deep in your heart we know that you care about your child and you love your child. It's just at some point some people don't know how to love because they never been loved before.
They want to.
And this, you know, and that's a sad thing because a lot of times people feel like that's just something that you're born with or something that you should know, but it's really not. You know, a lot of times you got to learn how to love yourself before you can love somebody else. And a lot of times people were kids having kids, so you had to grow up kind of fast, and you still haven't really grown up because at some point, like I said, you were a kid having a kid. So that's a big thing when you haven't been taught the certain things that you should have been taught, as in becoming a young lady or becoming a young man and knowing how to do things. So a lot of times people get confused because they feel like, oh, well, you got kids, so you an adult now or you're grown. But at some point they don't really know, and it's a sad situation because, you know, you should be to the point where it's not about you anymore. It's not all about what you think, and it's not all about that because you have a kid now. So at some point you have to mediate and, you know what I'm saying, balance things out and try to figure out some things. Even though you weren't taught these things, you're human. You know right from wrong. You have feelings just like your child have feelings. So why make them feel like, you know, what they got going on and what they're dealing with is not even really important because you as an adult feel like what you saying and how you feel is really right. That's not really a good thing. Good morning, Romeo.
Romeo, what going on? It's simply like she was saying, it starts out in the home. Education starts out in the home. Parenting starts out in the home. If we as parents are failing our children and not teaching them the right thing, how can we expect for them to be wholesome, upstanding citizens or individuals in the world today? It just can't happen. And when you know better, you got to do better. Like she touched on, some of us were children having children. And then when we got up and growing and knowing to do better, we still ain't doing better. We still ain't teaching our children, look, I messed up. I shouldn't have had you at this age, but this is the way God intended for it to be. But now that I know better, this is the way that things should go. You know what I'm saying? These are the things. I know you seen me do some things that are not right, but listen, let me tell you, children out of wedlock is not what's up. You should get married like God intended for you to do and then have children. You understand me? Let's not get it twisted. We're just going around having sex, doing it how we want to do it, and God ain't pleased. And then this stuff just blows up into straight madness. You can't talk to your kid can't talk to you, your cousin ain't talking, your auntie ain't talking. Even in my family right now, my grandfather and grandmother, you know, they was in the Air Force and they were married. You understand me? But even in their marriage, it was something going wrong in their household, because to this day, nobody's talking to nobody. Family members can't get with nobody. Ain't nobody doing the right thing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. Ain't nobody talking. Ain't no love being shown. And I seen a post the other day about, man, ain't nobody the same no more since grandmama died. Don't nobody get together. You have a duty with your family to show love. If you're not doing it, it can't get done. So if you know that love is supposed to be shown like grandmama used to do it back in the day when she used to get everybody to cook, like today, it's 4th of July. Everybody get together and have a barbecue, this and that. Call them up, have some true love. And then when you have the true love, don't be backbiting. Don't be over there at the table, good, look at her. She need to stop. Got all them children and all them baby daddies and all this stuff. Show true, genuine love and break the chain in bitterness and negativity today. We're going to continue to talk about this today, but we glad y'all here. We got a chance to get on. We want y'all to like, love, and share this video. Get the word out to everybody and let them know that the Livest Live is on. And we're basically talking about real things in life, real things that are going on. And we want to let y'all know, Real TV ENT is on deck. Miss Vicky's on deck. We got the juice on deck. Y'all already know what time it is when you hear that music. Man, it's on deck. It's been a long time.
Good morning, Joshua.
Guess what?
Good morning,
It's the Livest. It's the live.
You niggas softer than titties, that's on my neck right now. I got my shit in now. After this movie, we might.
What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Happy 4th of July. And we can do it for days. It's the live is live. Maurice Maurice, Samantha Renee. Yeah.
You niggas softer than titties, on my neck right now. I got my shit in now. I'm
finna throw my neck back. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I can do this shit for days.
And we can do it for days. Y'all ride with the live. Come on, Samantha Renee, put your foot on their neck.
Put that shit on, keep my foot on their neck. I done bossed up, now I got me a chick. Got it from the ground, I sat in their chair. Strongman content by the way that they flex. Everybody flex, I show you this Luger. My niggas some shooters, screw top on the Rugers. Got Mac in them keys and ain't talking computers. They stay with the shit, so they smelling manure. Yeah, put that designer on, baby. Trick off
put that designer on, baby.
Play. Europe, sticker stepping, matching the frontal. Put dick on the tongue.
I talk to Young Cut, you know what I'm talking about?
You ain't doing
they finna shoot the video to the wave rider. Want y'all to get that now, you know what I'm talking about? Saw you all, what it do? I don't know, man, you know. I know one thing, though. We can do it for days. Pull up on you, put a part of your face. So, while we pull it up and pull a part of your face, you know what I'm talking about? We talking about the real, genuine things in life, the real things that are going on. You know, a lot of people don't want to hear the real, but we don't care. You can get on down, because we going to keep on talking about real, righteous, and relevant things, because the chain must be broken in life. We must understand what's really going on in our household. It is a lack of respect from the children and the parents, both ways. See, the flesh and the spirit, they battle daily. These are how God made you. You understand me? So you got to be able to balance life. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be able to agree to disagree. Just like the other day, man, my mama got real upset about just simply some things she was going through, and I'm a part of her. So point blank period, she got upset. And she started saying some negative things and doing some things that I didn't approve of, but I had to understand, hey, that's my mama. You feel me? That's my daddy. So I must show respect. So even if I felt like I wasn't wrong, I apologize. Look at mama, hey, I apologize, man. Whatever you're going through, however it's going, I apologize. And I'm gonna do my part to be the best I can for you and this family. You understand me? I fall short. I'm human just like anybody else. And sometimes we have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we got the pride. We feel like we got the big chest. I ain't finna tell her I apologize for nothing. She wrong. And I'm finna tell her how I feel. No. All these things are growth. Grow with your family. Love your family. Y'all ain't gonna agree on all things. We all got our own mind. So we all tend to do things the way we want it done. But you still must honor and respect each other in order to get to the blessings in life today. What you think, Samantha?
Yeah, a lot of times they ain't gonna know how to take it anyway when they know they wrong and you apologize for they wrong. I mean, they're gonna be like, okay, well, what happened? Because I was in the wrong, but not. I know they was expecting me to apologize, but I ain't apologize, but they apologize. So what are they really apologizing for? Yeah, that's being the bigger person. That's being able to forgive before the next person can have the opportunity to forgive. Once you forgive a person, they no longer have control over you. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you harbor that in your heart and you hold hatred towards that person and you just feel some type of way about that, like my cousin them, they used to go out or whatever when I stayed with my aunt for a while. And they used to sneak out, you know, at night or whatever when she'll go to sleep or when they thought she was asleep. And she'll wait till she hear the door back or they pull up or however it went, but she will be up waiting on them when they come in the house. And they already knowing, she'll be like, you know, I hear, she'll be like, where y'all been? And they'll be like, we ain't been nowhere. She'll be like, okay, let me smell your drawers. And I'll be like, I'm in the room like, let us see. But the whole time she knew they had been out doing something that they didn't have no business doing, but they were sneaking doing it, and they knew that she wasn't going to approve of it. But, you know, a lot of times they'll be like, you know, well, ain't nobody been doing nothing or whatever. And then when they come up pregnant, she be like, that's why I used to do that. She's like, I didn't want to try to belittle y'all or make y'all feel no type of way. But if I'm checking y'all when ain't nobody else checking y'all, then that's the way it need to be done, because now look what happened. You got a baby, you still a baby. I was trying to show you the right way to be by checking you every time you come in here. So at some point, it might get to you like, dang, I need to stop doing what I'm doing so Auntie will stop making me feel some type of way when I come up in here talking about, let me check your drawers. But that was her way of checking them to make sure they hadn't been sexually active and all that kind of stuff. Yep, and discipline them at the same time, because a lot of times she didn't have to whoop us to make us feel some type of way about what was going on or what we had done. You know, a lot of times the mother parent feel like that she have to whoop the child in order to get to him, and the father can just say something and
or vice versa.
But
there's different methods of discipline. You don't have to actually chastise or physically whoop a child. Right. And these children these days are advanced. If they can put in a code to your phone and be on their phone all day, you can talk to them children. And them children know right from wrong. You know, even when, like the youngest of our children, we talk to her, she get to looking, but she knows right from wrong. And you have to train a child up in the way they should go, and they won't depart. It says it in the word. Daisha Boo, how you doing this morning? That's when our lovely daughters on deck. Sonya Wall, how you doing? Hey, that's my homie mama, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we on deck, man. We love y'all this morning. And listen, we can't get it all right today, but let's start today. Renew your mind, renew your strength. If you had children that went astray and they going through their things in life today, you got grandchildren. So keep going. Keep striving to be the best you can be. You know what I'm talking about? And this is Uncle Neff featuring Neg Beanie. Not all for nothing, baby. It ain't all for nothing, baby. You feel me? Live is live.
The love of my life.
The love of my life. You feel me?
On the move with the feelings, always know that you had.
We gonna keep going with this subject. So cause we on deck. We love y'all. Like, love, and share this video. Share this video. Share this video. Get it out to the world. Yeah,
she put the pressure, plus I love it, that's why we made it back. Also knew we wasn't perfect on the day that we met. We wanted the best.
We wanted the best of both worlds. We wanted the best of both worlds.
We wanted the best of both worlds. Just living it up in both worlds.
Male and female, God's divine design. Yeah. Y'all go to cultureshopping.com, get you some God givens. I can't blame her for my past. I got to move on. Yeah.
Let me show you it's not all for nothing. Let me show you it's not all for nothing.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? We on deck this morning.
Love me, baby girl, that's what I feel in my heart. On what we got going on, baby, can I be finesse? Modern day Bonnie and Clyde.
Modern day Bonnie and Clyde.
What y'all think about our topic?
I know they just be in bed.
Tell us how y'all feel about what we talking about.
Yeah. In the past, I hope you want the best for me.
It's okay,
I want it for you, and I'ma always keep it real. What I'm saying is true. Everything in no ways, baby, to make you happy.
Hi, Miss Katie.
What's going on, Miss Katie? How you doing on the 4th of July? Yeah. We just want the best for y'all, you know what I'm talking about? We ain't gonna never speak no negativity and garbage on the Live is Live. We can't blame you for your past. Let's just move on and move forward.
Let me show you it's not all for nothing.
And then you get a chance to show them it ain't all for nothing every time you wake up. You know what I'm talking about? You don't hear me, you know what I'm saying? We on dig, you hear me? I bought this woman some jewelry, but she don't seem to want to wear it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she got going on. I guess she said something about the same thing about me too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Katie. We hope you have a wonderful 4th too. Yeah, I mean, just like we were speaking on earlier, like if you just train up your child in a way they should go, they would never depart from it. I mean, there's even, everybody had their own things going on in life, but I can see like with my little brother, he been locked up for almost 5 years now, and he's not a bad child. He wasn't into trouble. He never really got into trouble, but hanging around people and your parents coming home and they saying that they don't know how to they gonna pay the light bill, or they don't know how they gonna pay the rent because they checks coming up short, and you know, that type of thing. And this is getting these kids' mind, that's getting their spirit, and they feeling some type of way because they know that as the adults and the parents, you're supposed to be the provider, but at some point they want to help you too.
Exactly.
So, you know, he got with some friends, and you know, the friends and them, you know, they went and robbed the Dollar General store. You know, to my knowledge, he didn't get out the car. To my knowledge, he didn't have a weapon. But just because he was with them while they were doing what they were doing, he got time right along with them. But, you know, in reality, you know, when you ask them, you know, well, why did you do that? You know, we had everything we needed. You know, you weren't want for nothing. You know, you had a job. You had, you know, whatever, you know, where mama and them was saying that, you know, they couldn't pay their rent, or mama and them was saying they didn't know how they were going to keep the lights on. You know, be mindful of what you're saying in front of these kids.
Exactly.
Because just because you are talking in an adult setting, in an adult conversation, if you're in the midst of these children, it's getting their spirit, but they're hearing everything. And they don't want you to be going through nothing extra. If they feel like they can help you in any way they can, not even realizing that it is ultimately hurting them. You know what I'm saying? They just thinking about helping their parent, or making sure their mom ain't gonna have to cry, or making sure their dad ain't gonna have to work all long nights and all this type of stuff. Which, as an adult and making adult decisions, when you chose to lay down and have these kids, and they became, you know, in this world, now that's your priority. That's your thing. That's something that you got to do. It's not. It shouldn't be left up to them to have to figure out, well, how we gonna make ends meet, or how we gonna make sure the lights stay on, or how we gonna make sure we keep the water on, like stuff like that. You know, when I was young and coming up, I wasn't sitting in the midst of no grown folks. And if they tell me to go outside and I want a cup of water or something that I didn't get before I left up out of here, okay, we're gonna have to hold on a minute. Because I told you these grown folks in here talking. And if you think you finna be coming back and forth past what we talking about and how we put it down, it ain't gonna work like that. But nowadays, these kids can sit right in the flow in Indian style, look up in everybody's mouth and hear what everybody talking about instead of soaking it in. But that's not no good thing.
Exactly. Then when they come back out at you full force, you can't respect it. Realize what you putting down in your household, y'all, today. You hear me? And children stay in a children's place. They got all their life to be adults. This payday chase on the Livest live. We ain't gonna let them see them come down our eyes. We gonna let this song cry. We gonna keep moving. Y'all tell us what y'all feel about this subject. Comment. Yeah.
This might be the realest shit I ever wrote. This might be the truest shit I ever smoked. My nigga, this ain't really for the radio.
Yeah.
Roll me up some joints.
Times have truly changed. But yeah, you're right, nigga. But guess what? It's due to us to bring it back, re-bring it back, and instill in your children real things.
17 years old, couldn't get a good job, so I'm selling dope. Got kicked out of school, trying to sell.
I'm talking about everything we do, we see our children go back and do it. Man, where that came from? You know where that came from. They see you doing it.
I remember trying to sleep in all the
they heard you grieving about what you got going on.
I can't see them coming down.
A lot of times they don't even be knowledgeable as a child.
So I gotta make something crap.
So they really don't even know at some point where it came from. They just know that they did.
I can't see them coming down my eye.
They just be talking.
So I gotta make something crap. Mama, I see them coming down your eye.
Ortega, what did it do?
So I had to make something crap.
It's on deck this morning. It's the Livest live. We talking about a lot of touchy subjects this morning. We didn't get to do Touchy Tuesday, so it's Touchy Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Miss Tamika Lewis on deck, part of the Livest live family.
I was crazy trying to stay up by the trouble. I was still catching cases. Got still charges, the trap got raided. Undercover agents had the crib on surveillance riding with a 380 cause a nigga tried to play me 12. Pull a nigga off, we got another situation. Now the prosecutor say I'm violating.
What's going on this morning to Miss Birdie's boy? Yeah, this our nephew, payday chase. On the Livest this morning.
I still got a lot of love for him and it's all good. Even though I can see niggas hate. Guess they forgot all them days when my name wasn't blessed. All them long nights I was putting in the studio, but they ain't wanna listen back when they ain't had nothing. I can't see them coming down my eye. So I gotta make the song cry. I can't see him coming down my eye.
Real close.
No.
So I gotta make a song crack.
It's real close.
Listen, you know why you going too
I
mad.
can't see him coming down my eye.
No, you got that.
So I gotta make a song crack.
What crack is it from?
Wow, doing that.
Yeah.
I can't see him coming down my eye.
What crack is
She gonna know what I was doing last night.
Yeah.
She should have been with me, shit. Oh, ass,
I was
you know what I'm saying? Like, you come over here, you get real close. You know what I'm saying? That will pay their chase.
Yes,
come
ma'am.
on,
I'm at work.
Come on,
Maurice.
come on, here, go on here, get close, girl, get close. Now they see you there. She on deck. Listen, y'all. We just talking about some real, true subjects today, and a lot of times, like I said, you know, we've seen our children grow up, and we see some things that we just can't respect, and we've got to understand that we raised them. You know what I'm saying? So we all are products of our own environment. And now some of y'all are grandparents, and you got grandchildren, and you know better. You know some new key things that you didn't know back then when you raised yours. Do it. You know what I'm saying? You owe it to your family to train them up and treat them and do them the right thing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Free that boy Chopper. I see this mama on this morning. Love Chopper, man. Me and Chopper. Man, we developed a real good relationship behind the walls and fences, and he's a very stand-up young man. And sometimes in life, you know, we got to go through our things in life to get to the better us. And even me, I had to go to prison, and you know, I was kind of like the black sheep of my family, where you know they like, Joe, he stay in prison. Joe, he going back to prison. Oh, I ain't going back to prison. Let's go and tell that right now. But I have been doing that. I did that for the past 18 years of my life, back and forth in incarceration. So you got to understand what your duty is as an adult, as a parent, as a grandparent, as a friend, as an uncle, as an aunt. You know what I'm saying? All these type things. Yeah, we can't. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand your duties in these aspects. And every time that you get a chance, you should tighten these children up when you get a chance. Every time. You know, back in the day, you know, it didn't take your mom and daddy. If the woman down the street seen you acting crazy and your mama went around there, she'll tighten you up. Stuff like that. It don't take a switch. Sometimes it just take a little correcting. I seen some kids the other day, y'all. I come out the house, and we stay in some apartments. I come out the house, and they was on somebody else's car pulling on the windshield wipers. Man, you know, at first I ain't want to say nothing because they were my children. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, but then I just kept seeing them pulling up on them folks. I said, hey, get away from that car. You better tear them folks stuff up. Then I thought about, hell, that could be my car. You feel me? They out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, if their parents or their family is failing to correct them in their wrongs, and you see them, and sometimes you ain't even got to say nothing. Sometimes you could be in the store, and you can just get a child an eye. You know what I'm saying? You can look at them, and they'll know. Because God has put the spirit of correction in all of us. Yeah, he put the spirit of correction in all of us. So sometimes it don't take some of these things that you think. But guess what? You can keep going and understand you got to know better, do better, renew your mind, renew your strength. I seen Bro Man on deck. I seen May 2 times on deck. I seen Sack Chaser on deck. This is Bro Man.
They'll be all right, because if they ain't going to correct them, somebody need to correct them, because they get to the point where they stealing from somebody and robbing people, and then they get shot and killed. Then they gonna be all in their feelings, but you ain't trying to correct them, so let the next person correct them if you can't correct them. They need to be disciplined.
This is no joke on the Live is Live, and life ain't no joke. So guess what? You gotta do your part. And sometimes it don't take a little look. Sometimes, like I said, you can just look at them. You know they in the wrong. You know what I'm talking about?
God gonna deal with all them parents that don't want nobody saying nothing to their child. God gonna deal with them, but he gonna bless you through the process while you correcting them. Yeah, because you don't want them to be doing the hell. If you can't discipline them, that's what they doing for. Hell.
Sack Chaser on deck.
They'll be alright. They can scratch their tail and get glass silver. They let them be mad. Somebody need to help the kids. When the kids get older, they gonna remember you. They gonna come back and they gonna thank you. Their parents, they gonna be alright. That's fine.
Rule 1, I'm falling love for a beat. I'm in New York just like a Nick. shoot your block up just like a fleet. And it's on 600 shot, nigga, bet I gon' miss. Shot to shot, in my home, but you miss. All the ball I got, you hoes on my dick.
Sack chasing 2 times on deck. Talk about no joke. Life ain't no joke, but you owe it to yourself and your society to get some correction.
All this girl, I got these hoes on my dick. All this girl, I got these hoes on my dick. Yeah.
What?
Sunday, I might just go fuck on your hoe. Monday, I might just go rock me a show.
You get hot at you, good. Y'all get y'all God-given t-shirt. Go to cultureshopping.com. You get 15% off your purchase if you type in the live is live on the promo code. While you keep turning on the heat.
I got some guala, but I want some more.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? There you go.
Yeah, they'll be okay. Like Tamika and Miss Sylvia and Money was saying, these adults want to get mad when somebody be saying something to their child.
Don't you hate when you go to those other sub shops?
But it's too late for to be acting like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
why
saying?
You get mad or why you in your feelings because somebody try to correct your child when you ain't correct? Because like Maurice said back in the day, you been around a corner and you throwing rocks in, but then I told you to stop, and then they catch you throwing rocks again. Oh, they finna get their tail, and they gonna take you home.
Yeah.
And tell your parent that they got their tail, and then they gonna get your tail again.
Miss Katie, yeah, I heard what the song was saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we play music, just uplifting these individuals' gifts and putting their music out there, and it's just a product of what we're talking about right now. You know, some of these things, these children didn't know better and they wouldn't have no correction to know better to do better. So some of their lyrics are just for the world. They want to subject certain things that aren't wholesome that you would think of. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. I hear them. You feel what I'm saying? But in the Live is Live, we're going to uplift people in their gifts. And at the same time, we're going to critique them and tell them what they messed up at and what we think. But we all got opinions. You feel what I'm saying? We all have opinions. But God is in all things. Now, it's up to you to interpret how you perceive things. I can't say that your right way is right all the time and my way is right all the time. You've got to be able to balance these things in life. You know, there was a lot of things in that song I like to beat. I like a couple of things he did say. I like a couple of things he didn't say. I like a couple of curse words that he shouldn't have said. You know what I'm saying? But as we grow together, you know, I'm going to get to knowing how to engineer a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to bleep some of these things out and do some of these things. But at the same time, we just growing together in love and trying to get to the best destination we can. And at the same time, we just playing the music. You know what I'm talking about? But, you know, everybody has their opinions and things, the way life should be done and the way things we should go. But we all can see how life in itself and how society has went astray into negativity in all different type of ways. The music, you know, people, you know, in music, it influences you. And me, I've had to tell my children, like, it's okay to listen to the music sometimes, but do not, you know, let it conform your mind. You know, there was that song out there, Murder on My Mind. A lot of these kids are singing. One of my children, she love it. And to a point where, you know, you thinking about murder. Don't get it twisted. This man is sitting in jail. And jail ain't no, you know, I don't glorify it. It was growth for me because it was somewhere that I went and God made me a greater man. He was able to set me down. I could have been dead in the grave, but he allowed me to go to prison and realize my wrongs to come out to be a positive in a dark world. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to some Timothy Street King Wright featuring Joanne Smith talking about First Lady. It's put her first, ain't it? We gonna put her first this morning. I'm putting her first, you know what I'm saying? We putting you first on the Live is Live. And guess what, man? We gonna show some love and keep it real at all times. And we gonna be real, righteous, and relevant. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes things in life just don't go the way we planned it. But we can know better and wake up and renew your mind to do better.
Don't go, babe. I want you to stay. Let's communicate, put the pride to the side and get shit straight. I know you love me, it's in your face.
Yeah, you gotta have a strong mind, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Us together anyway. You got my heart, it's yours to take. We both grown, we make mistakes.
You right.
And your heart, I will not break. And you know that I love you. And love we gon' make. Put no one above you, girl, cause you first place. Girl, you first place. Put no one above you, girl, cause you first place. Look, baby, silly, talk about it. I'm tired of the back and forth over simple bullshit. I don't wanna go through it no more.
I don't wanna go through it no more.
I'm trying to get shit you can't afford. When we not together, sometimes I can get bored. Sit and think about
what's going on to the first lady that voted.
So why you acting stunt like that? Communicate on
Mr.
what we
Man.
at. We both want each
Money
other
Tree,
back. Let's build and stack up Lego racks together.
Gang.
Grab a sack. Never slack, I got your back. And your love and war is it. Missing bitches and our business. Hey, nigga, know I shine. Even when we not together, you let me know that pussy mine. You throw it back like rewind when I'm in it from behind. When you call, I don't decline. Girl, you always on my mind. Let's do vacation, relaxation shit and get back to the basics. Like travel different places without you, my heart back in the other bitches. Time wasted, put trust in me, and we gon' make it. Days you gone, I swear I hate it. For your love, boo, I'm waiting. Don't go, babe. I want you to stay. Let's communicate, put the pride to the side.
Let's communicate. We ain't doing nothing but communicating. And then listen, y'all. A lot of things in life, it's all about communication. That's what we doing right now. We communicating to talk about the issues in life, so we can break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we see things and we don't want to even say nothing about it. So you must communicate and put yourself first place. Keep your family first place.
Boy, you my first place.
They go Joanne.
Other niggas can't take. You my main nigga, no lame nigga. But I can't nobody replace. You don't want me to go, babe? Then do something to make me stay. Yeah, you my first place. Yeah, I'm your first place. I'm your reflection. I'm your blessing. Keeping it real, that is no question. Bullshit, I'm not accepting. I'm your bunny with a weapon. I'm protecting and I'm sexing. Only you not interested in these niggas running game. Bullshit and stunning flexing. I'm the realest bitch you ever had. With you was doing bad. Nigga, you was on your ass. And I was with you on your last. Boss shit, hustling, never ever on no false shit. If you lose me over groupies, nigga, that's your loss, bitch. Money making first lady, ain't nobody gon' replace me. Trap queen, drive you crazy, that's why I'm first place. And going down like a basement, ain't got time for time wasting. Hesitation overrated, fuck around and get replaced.
Don't go, babe, I want you to stay.
Yeah, that's right, get replaced.
Put the pride to the side and get shit straight. I know you love me, it's in your face. People gon' hate, they don't want us together anyway. You got my heart, it's yours to take. We both grown, we make mistakes. And your heart, I will not break.
We all grown, we make mistakes, and we gotta do our best to raise these children up right, you feel me?
Girl, you first place.
Put your family first place today.
Girl, cause you first place.
Man, you know what I'm saying, man? You owe it to you and yours to do the right thing. When you know what's going on, sometimes some of us can't stand correction. And we like some folks on the morning, what they talking about? Who they think they is? You know what I'm saying? We just like you, we living life, you know what I'm saying? We see what's going on in the world today. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, we ain't gonna sit up here and act like we don't. So, you know, it's our duty to say something about it. You know what I'm saying? In hopes that somebody will hear and somebody will strive to do better today in their walks in life. And that's us the same. We're not talking about y'all, we're talking about us together. You know, we must hold hands together and grow together in growth and know better to do better in life today. Right. You can change your world by changing your words. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Samantha spoke on that today. Sometimes we're saying things in our home and our children are picking up on it and they are acting out in certain ways. All these things that we're talking about starts with the tongue. Communication, negativity, attitudes. Some of us need attitude adjustment. You understand what I'm saying? Keep a good attitude and do the right thing even when it's hard. When you do that, you are passing the test, and God promises you your marked moments are on the way. That means your blessings are on the way. Your marked moments are on the way. So do the right thing. Even when you know, man, I don't feel like saying, the kid bad as hell, I ain't gonna say nothing. Sometimes you ain't got to say nothing. All you got to do is lead by example. If they see you, children watch. They're taking pictures. They like a live video camera all day. They watching you. So if you can't say nothing to them, or their mama won't let up you talk to them, or they feel like all that stuff y'all was saying, lead by example. Let them see you doing something outstanding in life. And that's going to spark something in them to make sure that they do their best in life. You understand me? It's many ways to do this. It's easy to get negative because you get beat down. You go through a few disappointments, and it's easy to stay in that negative frame of that mind. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is a whole cliche. But your attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand these things. You feel me? You know, God has already done everything he's going to do in this life. He already knows you before you were in the womb. He knows how it's going to go. But he gave us all one good thing. He gave us free choice. You know what I'm saying? So the ball is in your court. If you want success, if you want wisdom, if you want to be prosperous and healthy, you're going to have to do more than meditate and believe. You must boldly declare words of faith and victory over your inner fleshly self. You understand what I'm saying? You've got to do it today. You understand? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's easy to be negative and just continue to let these things go on in your life and not do anything about them. And then you're looking around like, what is really going on with me? You are you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be accountable for what you're talking about and how it's going down. We want y'all to pick that up today. And, you know, we can continue to go on with this subject because this is something in life that we all need to take care of. It's all our duty. You know what I'm talking about? This Chubb featuring Young Cut. I cuz on Tyrone Low. This is Pacquiao. We want y'all to pick it up today. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the words of encouragement. Pick up the new walk in life today. Start today. We want y'all to like, love, and share this video. It's that boy Maurice Maurice, the brilliant, the fabulous Samantha Renee. Yeah. We about to run it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And every time we come on, y'all know we come on with one thing to do one thing and tell y'all this, you feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? So y'all, pick it up. We here for you. It's the Livest. I said the Livest. Yeah. And we got the juice, baby. Real TV ENT. We on deck. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember hitting it. I remember fucking bad bitches in the city. Big y'all did that shit. Shake me strong. Get money be strong. That's why I need to get head up.
Y'all keep your head up, baby. Y'all tell them to get here now. We want you to share. Share this video. Let them know that you really about that life. That you really want to change. That you really want better for you and yours. We gonna run it up together. How you gonna pick it up? Here come Young Cut, y'all. We finna pull up and put a party in your face. They gon' big hug. What's up, homie?
You know we're selling them babies.
And from the bottom like basements, yeah.
When I was down on my ass, all the people did for laughing. Now they see me again, yeah. And I'm not fucking bitch, yeah. Now I'm on my bullshit, couple dollars on the close way. Where laps round these niggas now, I'm exhausted. The fuck game, I lost it. This bitch like those bitch, I catch a plane like most bitch. Yeah.
Y'all run it up today. You owe it to you and yours to get to that business, baby. We here for you. Y'all like, love, and share this video. We on deck. Yeah. good for you. Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? That was Chubb featuring Pacquiao, Chubb featuring Young Cut. That's Pacquiao, like the boxer named Pacquiao. You can get it on SoundCloud if you just want to bump it, you know what I'm saying, at the crib, you know what I'm saying? You can do that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got a lot of hot artists, you know, at the hometown who are striving to get to their gifts in life and take care of their family. So if we can help y'all do that, we gonna do that. We gonna play the music. You know what I'm saying? And while we ran it up with Pacquiao, we gonna run it up with Kenny G, Slim, and GMB Snap. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, we talk about some real touchy subjects today, you know what I'm saying? But it's basically about all our growth. We gotta do our part, people. You feel me?
Boy looking funny, I just want the money. Niggas know I'm hungry.
Y'all get ready for Kenny G Slim Project No Broke-ish. It's on the way, baby. And while we talk about on the way, we got $4 free promotion on the way.
Run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, ooh, baby, just run it up, we just run it up. Run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up.
We got a couple more songs, a couple more things we gonna say, and then we go.
Don't play with me, I apply pressure, I get up, it's smartly breath. Fuck with the fanboy, they records, I made them go send you the message like Tuesday Captains when they steppin'. Northside with them rapping, MTG on me until the death of me.
Mississippi, stand up. That's our hometown.
Niggas
we on deck, yeah.
Me can't have no lip gun, gotta help make some muscle when you flexin'. I been eating good, I can't remember no bad days, so I don't know shit about depression. Love when you tell who you taking. I know my ball attitude, I'm mistaken. I was strong, I'ma be like the pussy is. I make them eat the fucking weapon. I give out air with the lessons. I was flying, fuck, I keep class session. Niggas want my plug, cause that boy be blessing. Spam clothes, confidential discretion. Me and Snack gon' run it up, on no question. OG status, boy, I'm something like a legend. I don't give a fuck. I ain't spend Lord, she running the trap. These boy looking funny, I just want the money. Niggas know I'm hungry, I can't want for nothing. That shit over, nigga. I don't do no struggling. I'ma eat forever, bro. Can't hold my stomach. Say they robbing songs, swear to God I'm bustin'. Get it and block her, bitch. I ain't giving nothing. Move around, my nigga. Please don't die for nothing. Get up that bullshit, better go and get some money. Run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh.
GMB Snap on deck, Lil Larry on deck. You feel me?
Run it up, ooh, run it up.
Y'all get ready for Lil Larry Project. GMB Snap.
Run it up, ooh. Run it up. I got good cardio, ooh. GMB money trick gang. Everything we do is super like Mario.
Yeah.
Pop me a bean, now I'm up there. Nigga want smoke and it stuck there. Like blue. Whole lot of rest in my pocket, they blue. I'm drippin' salt like soup. Might pull up in the coupe. I'm fucking whole by the group. My bitch told me I'm a dog like Snoop. Jumped out the pole when they got me some weight. Nigga said he gon' rob me. Hold on, wait. Smoke a nigga head like a 8. Yeah. I keep my grab cut for the snakes. I can't trade these niggas. Middle finger up to the law, man. Fuck these niggas. Ice on my wrist on cold. Whole lot of rats won't fold.
What?
I done ran it up on time. He said I ain't the GOAT, he lied. These boy looking funny, I just want the money. Niggas know I'm hungry, I can't want for nothing. That shit over, nigga. I don't do no struggling. I'ma eat
you know what I'm talking about? Today is a new day, you hear me? Y'all move around a little bit and run it up.
Run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, run it up.
I'm doing too much.
Run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, ooh, baby, just ooh, baby, just run it up, we just run it up, we just run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, run it up, ooh, run it up, ooh, baby, just run it up, we just run it up.
So you know what I'm saying? Before we get to the next track, man, go ahead and tell them what you feel about, you know, what you feeling, how you feeling, what you feeling, how you do it, girl. What I'm talking about? Man, it's just a lovely day in the Lord, man. We glad that God woke us up this morning to start anew, man. We glad that y'all tuned in. Those of you who have taken the time to tune in and holler at us on the Livest Live this morning, you know, it's always a blessing. It's always an honor to be able to come on and just show love to the world and keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We have grown together. And we told y'all when we first started the show that there was anything in your life that you do that you need to just get the word out there to let them know to support you, or that you are growing in within yourself to the better you. Let us know. Put it in our inbox, man. We're going to get it out there for them. You know what I'm saying? we're just so blessed. We met a lot of great people along the way, a lot of Livest Live family members that are out there in the world striving to get to the greater them today. And we just salute you. We support you in all your endeavors, you know, because ultimately you've got to be accountable for your own actions. We can't judge you. You feel what I'm saying? God is going to be the one that had the last say so in these things. So we're not going to sit around and act like we're bigger than anybody and that we haven't made mistakes in our life. We're just simply on to support each other. And that's what we come on for. We're not here to point the finger at you and say, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. All us deserve a little checking and striving to do better every day. So if you can't do it, we gonna do it. And if we need some help, you can help us. So we want y'all to comment. We want you to share this. We want you to let people know that we out here for each other to show love and keep it real in the world today. A lot of people get mad about the topics we say, the Bible verses we read, the music we play, all these things people get opinions about. You know, they talk about, well, you didn't say this or you didn't. Listen, y'all, we all are not blameless. We are not perfect. But together we can strive to get to the better us. And that's all we're doing today. What you think about it, Samantha?
Yeah. We're not, none of us are without a blemish. He says that in a word. But if we can help one another grow, it says iron sharpen iron.
Yeah.
So, if, like the ladies was saying earlier, if these mamas or these daddies want to feel some type of way because you are trying to help these children and discipline these children, God says if you don't discipline them, you just doom them for hell. So would you rather your child be disciplined, whether it be by you or the next person, or would you rather them just to be doomed to hell? So they don't even have a chance to be in heaven.
Oh, there is a lake of eternal fire too. Not cutting you off, baby.
I'm just saying, like, those type of things. And I mean, you ladies were being honest, because you have a lot of parents, oh, they hit my child, I'm finna go and beat somebody up, and they ain't gonna be talking to my child and telling my child on anything. Okay, it's different if, you know, somebody coming at your child, calling them all type of B's and F's and all this. But if you can tell them in a proper manner, okay, well, baby, this ain't what you're supposed to be doing. Now, if you going around here and you saying that you finna steal this and you finna steal that, nah, you don't gotta steal nothing. Ask for what you need. Ask somebody and they'll try to provide for you for what you need. Every time you want something, don't be going and sneaking and trying to get it and then you talking about, well, I'm finna steal. No. Because once you get that in your mind and you get that in your spirit, when you get older, you gonna think that that's okay. Because you done did it for so long when you were little. You just saying it. Not that you mean anything by it, but it's going to become accustomed to you.
That's what
so you're going to feel like, okay, well, this is the way it's supposed to be. Didn't nobody correct me when I was little. I'm steady saying that I'm stealing this and I'm taking this. And you get older, you're taking stuff. But now
you're a klepto.
Exactly. Now they're not going to be able to charge you as a juvenile. Or maybe you didn't even get caught as a juvenile. But when you do have people in your life that do want to see you do better and do want to see you grow, whether you're a child or an adult, you know, everybody need correction at some point, because like I said, we're not without a blemish. We all have flaws. But with children, they have a greater chance than us adults now, because we're now adults. But if we don't correct these kids when we see them doing something that they ain't got no business, it don't matter how these parents feel, because as long as you covered in the blood, God got you. So whatever they're trying to put down, somebody they're going to have somebody to pull up on you or ride down on you and do whatever, don't worry about that. You do what God wants you to do.
Exactly, man. This is Dangerous, you feel me? Hit Boy Entertainment on deck. This one called Pave the Way. And we got to pave the way for ours today. Your family, your friends, your children, you got to pave the way. So go, Dangerous, go ahead, pull up. Pull the palms on their face, baby. It's been a long time coming.
The whole city playing your file on social media, trying to bring you down. Got you all up in your feelings. One thing grandma told me, you can talk about her, but not hustling. 3 months later, you graduated. Long nights of working in school, it seemed hard, but it was all the golden rules. God has your back from day one, and we ain't gonna let you lose. Hey, I can see it in your eyes, baby, but you don't got to cry, baby. Hey, trouble don't last always.
Trouble don't last always. It's the live. It's live.
I can see it in your eyes, baby, but you don't got to cry, baby. Sipping on that dirty spray, got 'em feeling lazy. If you don't stop now, you will never make it. Say the sky be the limit, see you gotta take it. Keep your eyes on God and remain patient. And I would think you're granted for the way she raised you. Say lay hard, but my guy bigger, and he'll represent for your main and any weather. Then the night she had to start, she ain't had dinner. Had to sleep on the floor, she ain't had dinner. Man, it's all good, she had to grind it out. But God made a way, yeah, he worked it out. I said it's all good, she had to grind it out. But God made a way, got a shot.
God gon' make a way, you hear me? Yeah. Adrian Pope, how you doing today? Yeah, happy 4th of July to everybody. From me and Samantha Renee, yeah.
I can see it in your eyes, baby. But you don't got to cry, baby.
We on deck. We love y'all today. We want you to like, love, and share this video. We do it for y'all. And we do it for us. We on deck, you know what I'm talking about? We talking about how we as a nation, we as a society, we as individuals should grow and develop and do the right thing. You know what I'm talking about? Pave the way for you and yours. That was Day Giro, you feel me? What our homeboys, you feel me? He on deck with it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I love it when a plan comes together, you know what I'm saying? We could do this all day, y'all, because we want everybody to strive for greatness. We want everybody to do your part. And Nikki said something real key. It takes a village to raise a child. So you can't do it by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So embrace people who see things that need a change and correction in life. We all need correction. Me too. We ain't scared of you.
Nigga gotta go.
Yeah, this is Bo Dollar. Free promotion on the way.
Free my cousin time to meet you and her she.
My homie Xavier Martin on deck. We going hard with the music, y'all. It's the live, it's live. They down the road. We want y'all to know, everybody behind the walls and fences, keep waking up. God has a purpose for you. No matter what they said about you, become the greater today. Do it for you.
I got him red out, who shot him, man. I don't know not about dollar moment. These boy Collins and that's on my mama and papa, my son and my daughters. I bust your head like a pinata. When I loud money, I loud the free partner, but they no longer a problem, cause I don't need friends. These niggas and falls. Just stay from around, I don't wanna be bothered. I would not fall, don't mistake me for all of my speak that fight shit, make my name should be louder. Dear Heavenly Father, I just wanna prosper.
Dear Heavenly Father, I just wanna prosper. Don't y'all just wanna prosper? What's going on? Al Johnson, you on deck this morning. It's the Livest.
Chance I retire for chokers. I move inside like a quadrupt. I want all the smoke like a fire to tell the y'all rappers off of their polyos. I'm applying pressure. See the nine never come.
We applying pressure. Y'all do it for yourself. Do it for your family. I can't say it enough, man.
Fucking with me, why don't hammers will squirt? They gon' have your ass on Amber Alert. You pussy, you probably wear panties and skirts. You gon' stop playing till you land in the dirt.
Miss Walker, how you doing?
I love my hot roll, stay praying in the church. I had to slow down on them Sanders and Surf. Gotta stay alert so I'm on Addis. Pull your head, y'all. And they gotta go. I've been struggling my whole life, sleeping on the couch or floor. Free my cousin time to meet you and her she.
And for those of y'all who just tuned in, we talking about, what we talking about, baby?
Raising up a child in the way that they should go so they would never depart from.
Yeah, man, straight
Not
up.
being mad at the next person because they trying to discipline your child when you ain't trying to discipline your child.
They down the road. They down the road. They down the road.
Yeah. That was Bo Dollar, free promotion on the way. He gonna drop that hot on y'all soon, you know what I'm saying? When he drop, we gonna let you know it's going down. So we want y'all to like, love, and share this video, cause we showing love to the whole world and keeping it real. What's up to the CEO of Real TV ENT, Miss Nikki on deck. Amani Nicole, you already know we got the juice, baby. We going hard with it. We want you to train up your children as they should go so they will not depart from you and they will be productive in society today. You know what I'm talking about? You owe it to you and yours to teach your children the right thing in life. Mr. Shara McChristian, how you doing today? Happy 4th of July. We talking about doing the right thing about you and your children today. You know, we as adults, sometimes we look back at our parents and we be like, for real? But now you are the adult. Now it's time for you to instill the things in your children that are going to be upright and righteous, real and relevant, so they can be prosperous today. It's a lot of people that have shine. They're talking about that 15-year-old young girl who beat
Venus or Serena.
Venus or Serena, whichever one. But y'all got to understand that started with parents. These parents instilled this into this little girl to be the greatest, to strive and put the things in position for her to strive to be that. So yeah, she growed up and she wanted to beat Serena or Venus, which one it was. And that's what she's supposed to done. Because at some point, Serena and Venus parents took the time to put them in them type schools, to nurture them up to be the greatest. Sometimes we want our children to be this and be that, but we don't even take the time for our children to teach them so they can know to do the right things. And then when they grow up doing all this other stuff, you just shun them. I don't want them coming over here. They get on my nerves. All they want is money. Every time I see them and all this, because you did not train up your child in the way that they should go.
But that's what you showed them a lot of times. That's what they look forward to. I mean,
yeah.
You got to be mindful of what you say to them. Kids are very gentle and tender, you know, and even as preteens, they still have feelings. You know, as adults, we have feelings. So when you get in your feelings and you want to call them all type of B's and all type of 304s and all type of this, even when you know what I'm saying, even when they get in their feelings about something and you call them a crybaby, that's still not a good thing, because at some point they may be crying because you're disciplining them and they know that they have done wrong and they don't know what to say at that point, so all they can do is cry. But by you telling them that they are crybaby and that, you know, all you do is cry, that's not a good thing, because at some point they don't even want to express how they feeling or what they going through, because they scared that you're going to take something negative towards how they're feeling, because you already don't understand how they feeling. Because the first thing when they do tell you something, oh well, you this or you there, all you do is cry all the time. Be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? They still are children, they still are learning, they still are growing. So every time they get in their feelings, it's good that they get in their feelings, because at some point that's a spirit of conviction letting them know whatever you done is wrong. You know, they're not adults yet, so they can't speak like we'll speak, although they're very knowledgeable of what they're doing and how they're doing it. But don't be beating them down and bashing them. And even when they have done something, like they are older, and you know you get to the point where you calling them out like their name, when they do find a young man or a young woman to love them and be with them, they're gonna feel like it's okay for them to call them a BITCH. Or they gonna feel like it's okay to be called a 304, because hey, my mama called me this all my life, or this is something that I done heard, or this is something that I've been called. You gotta get out of the mind frame of it. You know what I'm saying? Because these kids, they pick up on stuff, and a lot of stuff sticks with them.
Yeah, for life. It's a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? It's a lifetime of things going on.
You gotta let them know.
This is a Periscope.
This is true for the dawn, man. It sound like the blues to me. What we talk about to y'all, it sound like the blues. But this is real talk. This is true for the dawn. Sound like the blues, baby. You feel the same? Y'all like, love, and share this video, man. We doing it for y'all today. April McAllister, we love you this morning. We on deck, you already know it's the Livest live.
Now look here, brother, I'm not your enemy. Pull that trick with the mothers that be so friendly.
Come on,
Are
trooper.
you blacker than me? I'm ink spot. Don't get so black you can't see in the dark.
Okay.
When I rap, I like sparks.
Okay.
But when I clap, it's like sauce.
Y'all like, love, and share. Share this video, because we need to get the word out that we need to train up our children as they should go. Yeah.
I'd rather be the next Ralph Lauren.
What?
Instead of ball and try onto the team. Clutch shot, you triple double your dream. Yeah, that'll quadruple your cream.
Oh.
Turn around and put it back on your team.
What?
And just remember that you're still a nigger with the ERs, killing all the niggas. Now pick up your guns and follow me.
Follow me.
I go now behind me.
Okay. Crooked letters on deck. We want y'all to have a lovely 4th of July, so while we do our thing. Come on, Spell.
Sound like the blues to me. Now let me do my thing. Get back, let me do my thing.
Yeah, it's the Livest live.
The country want weed legal. The other 40 do want it, but won't agree on it. Still don't matter, they burn it up.
Burn it up.
Like they do black churches and other stuff.
Okay.
We ain't supposed to rap about that. The rapper's supposed to tell lies and not facts.
Okay. Y'all elevate your mind, renew your mind.
Brother, miss me with that pro-black talk. Motherfucker, you ain't even got a pro-black law.
Okay.
Ain't no difference than you and this Trump person.
Yeah.
Just take black
Sean, we doing it. We be watching you too, girl. We support the movement. Y'all support the Sharman Christian. She be going live too.
Real spit, we was broke in the South. We don't hear money, we too busy putting it to our mouth. Don't talk to the pigs, you
like
get arrested.
niggas say, man, it take a village. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Officer, can you please unclutch my balls, sir?
Yeah, y'all support the movement, baby. We growing together in God and striving to do better in life. That's all we do. We start a revolution about being better.
Go, let me do my thing.
Go, let me do my thing.
Sound like the blues to me.
Go, let me do my thing. Yeah.
Let me do my thing, and that's the key.
Yeah, what's going on, Samantha? Today we on deck, it's the Livest. I said the Livest live, when we real, righteous, and relevant, and we acknowledging God. Yeah, we on deck with it. So what your opinions is about this subject? What we talking about? Yeah, we talking about checking yourself before you wreck yourself, and you and your children and your family and your friends. That's what we talking about, you know what I'm saying? That was Trooper the Dawn this morning, you know what I'm talking about? We got a lot of great music, a lot of great artists that are sending their music. If you got some music, if you aspiring artist, send it to the Livest Live. We gonna play it. We gonna get it out there for you. We gonna let them know that you are on deck. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just about showing love and keeping it real, y'all, you know. And Samantha, you know, you said a lot of key things today that were great. You know what I'm saying? You're just such a brilliant.
You're marvelous yourself. But I'm just being honest, just being once a child, I mean, and knowing like certain things that I dealt with, you know, as a child, like even when, you know, like I said, your kids, they going through something when they acting out, it's something that's bothering them. It's not that they just being bad because they can be bad. It's something that they're going through, something that's bothering them. What's up, Lil Codeine? So just be mindful of that and try to talk to them and try to figure out what's the problem or what's going on. It's something that they're trying to get your attention because they're doing it and they're continuously doing it. Other than that, is it something that you done showed them and they might feel like it's okay because you ain't saying nothing about it to correct them. So just be mindful of that. And when you do get in your feelings and they doing something they ain't got no business, don't get to slapping them all in their face, especially these little girls. When you get mad and you feel some type of way about what they doing and you get to the point where you be popping them all in their face and then they get to the point where they know every time they got their hand like this because they know you finna hit them in their face, and then when they find somebody that they do feel like care about them and do feel like however they feel about them, they get to hitting on them. Now you feel some type of way because you don't want nobody hitting on your child, but
see, you don't want nobody hitting on you.
You put your hands on them like that to make them feel like this is how they supposed to be disciplined. So they might feel like because of the person they with, it's okay for them to beat on them. Because, hey, my mama did, or hey, my daddy did, and now you whoop them on their butt. You got to get you a belt or some switches, however you do it. But, yeah, whoop them the right way. You ain't got to be slapping them all in their face and knocking them all upside their head. That ain't the way to be. Then you get in your feelings when they come around and they crying because they got a black eye and a swollen lip. They don't know what to do about it because you done did that to them before already, so they feel like it's okay.
Yeah, man. We better get to some 23 entertainment. This is Rambo the Go featuring the real J Ray. It's talking about some good vibes. We ain't giving nothing but good vibes on the Livest Live. Telling you some real things in life that if you got it going on in your life, just adjust, move around, get this stuff right. Because guess what? You owe it to yourself to do the right thing today. What's up to the CEO, Jordan Miller? We on deck with it this morning. Y'all know we weren't gonna play no 23 entertainment. You got to be tripping. It's 23 entertainment. You already know it's that boy, Rambo to Go. Rambo, we at Rambo. J Red on deck. What's up, Keisha Harrison? We can't see nobody. It's the Low Life Dynasty. Big L's popping up.
I bet she know about me. Now I got 4 pockets, bigger than 4 pockets. Got in my pocket.
We took off like a rocket, baby. We gone now.
She sit on the pipe and she wanna get on now. Fuck like a fool like baby. Shout out to Splay and wait. Yeah, we started away. Nigga acting like Hogan shady. We had to pipe up the notch. We got the streets on lock. We on our way to the top. These niggas wanted to flop. Wanted to drop. These niggas wanted to drop. 13
We ain't clear out that window. We ain't play no field, no free work.
Late nights in the studio.
Two more songs and we up out of here, y'all.
You can keep me stepping out in some Tom Fords. Fashion over our buy for. And she ain't got time about them good times. And they bring good.
We talking about them good times and them good vibes. Y'all have a good time today. Y'all celebrate the 4th with your family. Throw some barbecue on the grill, pop some fireworks or something.
Then pop them, don't pop them in each other.
Yeah, them kids so bad they throwing firecrackers on each other. You know what I'm saying? And they running the house to my mama. The real J Ray. It was a long night last night too. We better take off, y'all. Don't be stretching, girl. We piped up. It's Samantha Renee and Maurice Maurice. Yeah, Kilo, what it do? Turn my mic up. On the 4th of July, baby. We don't know no good guys.
We don't see
nobody.
We can't see nobody. Better niggas know about me.
I bet they know about it.
And they bring good vibes.
We don't know no good guys.
Bad black who frog guy. We don't see nobody. We can't see nobody. Better niggas know about me. I bet they know about me.
Rambo to go, the real J Ray. That was another 23 entertainment banger. What's up to the CEO, Jordan Miller? We on deck with it. Y'all gotta know, you gotta do it for you and yours. Yeah. And listen, y'all don't be worried about what the next person doing, man. Do your part, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do, it's your duty to get to the better you. You know, it says, you gotta know it. You are your best investment. So don't be sitting around waiting on nobody else to do it for you. Get them energy and the get up and go to do it for yourself. You can't wait on the next person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just can't. And then along the way, when people see your love and they see your grind and they see your perseverance, they'll come along and then they'll support. But you can't wait on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait on nobody else. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Samantha, what you think about that?
No. If he bless you with a gift, let your light shine.
Yeah, let your light shine.
Nobody think about it, how they feel like you should change your words and all that.
Yeah, don't worry about what they think, man. They prosecute Jesus. They gonna talk about you anyway. So you might as well do what you do and do it to the best of your ability, baby. And get to you and yours so y'all can strive to do better. Yeah. This one elite. Yeah.
What's up, Javante?
What's up, Javante Williams and One Elite, the best. Yeah, he called this one badass. Yeah. Y'all thought we forgot about One Elite? Back it up.
Big bang, add it up.
All that hang is add it up.
All that hang, you tat it up. Real big bang, better add it up. I know they couldn't imagine us living in life.
I know they couldn't imagine us.
Every day we on camera.
Every day we on camera.
Cause they bring the bottle straight to us. And they gon' bust it open just for us.
Yeah, bust it open. Yeah.
Back it up. Poke out your back, then back it up.
Whoa.
All that money keep adding up. None of that hate be adding up.
None of that hate add up, y'all. So stop hating and keep it real.
God said the ones that are hated are the ones that are blessed.
I can pull my Versace's over there. And yeah, this ain't no knockoff, here real talk. Yeah, we ain't playing on the line and line. We get to it, you hear me? Yeah, but if you wear knockoff, shine with them too.
These
You took a while to get these on my face, I ain't lying.
These niggas living in past tense. Got them stiffer than mannequins. VVS diamonds, they dancing. Nigga, that's big cat.
What's going on, baby?
I got plugs and Lancing. She throwing that ass, she ready. Damn, she ready. My bag is heavy. That cash get ready. I do it fast and dirty.
What?
You so imaginary.
Huh?
I'm so legendary.
Yeah.
Shit, my son gon' get this drip.
My son gon' get this drip. It's hereditary. You hear me?
She wanna lick.
What's up to the J, y'all? Joe Jr. Yeah.
Yes, date. I used to be a top 8 on my space. Hold up. Back it up. Big bang. Add it up. You beat man.
She doing too much, y'all.
Big cap. They say for. Add it up. Better fuck.
I got you, baby.
Back it up. Big bang. Add it up. All that hanging. Tat it up. Deep big. Back it up. Big bang. Add it up. You beat man. Metaphor. That big cow. That 74. Add it up. Better fuck. Back it up. Back it up. Big bang. Add it up. All that hanging. Tat it up.
Shania, how you doing?
Back it up. Back it up. Add it up. Better fuck.
Y'all add it up.
Back it up.
They say 2 + 2 and 4. Y'all add it up, man, so y'all get it right in your life, man. Don't let these folks throw y'all off, man.
Earning up.
Yeah, elite the best on deck, you know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta know, man, you owe it to you and yours to do the right thing. So let's start today. Let's start, doing what's right with our children. You know what I'm saying? Patman presents and Good Deeds presents the ultimate family and friends. At Hank Aaron Park in Columbus, Mississippi. They're going to have water balloon for lights. They're going to have a water balloon extravaganza out there, barbecue. Just bring your kids out. They just going to show love and keep it real to the community. A great thing for them to do. And we appreciate them for showing love to the children. And while y'all are out there, y'all lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of times, these kids be seeing things that they don't supposed to see. And you're displaying things that ain't right. And, just understand that you got to know better, do better for you and yours. And when these people just don't want to act right and they don't know what's going on with themselves and you're leading by example and they're seeing things and they're displaying negativity, sometimes you just got to keep a distance from these people. And when you're keeping a distance from them, they going to see from a long, sometimes you got to feed them with a long handle spoon and go ahead and get to the better you, because it takes you to get you to that destination for you and yours. So it's been a lovely live with y'all. We're going to end on Feel No Free Work today. Keep a distance from these folk when they just can't get it right. Keep it right.
Yeah. We don't focus on the problem, we just find solution. We barely watching television cause it's mind pollution. Trying our best to stay from correctional institution. I never had to doubt my niggas cause they all proven. No millions with the ones I made some thousands with. Get passports and put my niggas on some island
y'all get ready for the low-key album.
Just trying to make it out of it. It's loyalty before the royalty, that solid shit. And ain't too many real left, I keep my circle smaller. Was little niggas with big dreams trying to make it
y'all
dollar.
Share this video. Get the word out that the live is live. It's going hard.
So who can tell me what I can't accomplish? I predict my own future, think I'm Nostradamus. Got $1 million dreams trying to make it out Columbus. Go and get it, bring it back and fill the empty stomachs. My whole city know I'm genuine, I love them all. I teach you everything I know, just wanna see you ball. But understanding my position, I can't meet you all. Cause when you're on, the ones at home be trying to knock you off. So what I'm supposed to do but keep it distant. Don't give a fuck about no fame, I just want you to listen. And fuck this rapping, I don't like attention. They say they love me but they hate, they never like to mention. That's why I keep a distance.
They say they love me but they hate, they fail to mention. You hear me?
They love me but they hate ain't mention. That's why I keep my distance. I keep it distant cause the same people grinning with me. Really hate me on the inside, they envying me. I learn from real niggas, really I can see it in them. At times I understand they lost, so I just reinvent them. Instead of me against them, I just try to fix they mental. But I can't help you niggas acting like you on your minstrel. I never sold a dream, I keep it real, plain and simple. And if I ever gave you work, just keep it confidential. And some niggas mad, said I never put them on. But I don't even know them niggas, what is that is wrong. I told them never tell our business, but my name is known. Somebody close it, talk too much, tell me if I'm wrong. So what I'm supposed to do to keep it distant? Don't give a fuck about no fame, I just want you to listen. And fuck this rapping, I don't like attention. They say they love me, but they hate, they never like to mention. Yeah, that's why I keep a distance. I gotta keep a distance. They love me, but the hate ain't mentioned. That's why I keep my distance.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta keep a distance from these folks in life, cause these folks just be tripping. You know what I'm talking about? And then they be expecting for something else to change in your life. You are the change. You start with you today, lead by example, and then you gonna see how the world changed just by your walk. You know, I wake up in the morning and I smile just because God gave me a new day to renew my mind and renew my strength. I ask for forgiveness and say, Lord, I know I'm still falling short in some areas, but Lord, still help me and Samantha get to the better us. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to be vessels for the Lord to show people that, yay, you know, we messed up, you know, but guess what? We can strive forward to do better in life today. And sometimes you just got to keep a distance because some of these folks just ain't cut like you could. You feel me? So, Samantha, while you looking at this, what you got going, man? So you go ahead and get up out of here.
I hope you guys have a great day. We really, really, really appreciate you guys for tuning in, even the ones who just tuned in for a split second and got out. But, you know, it was a lot of key things in here today. But, you know, ultimately, these children are our future, you guys. And even if, you know, the new generation is not like our generation, at some point, the things that were instilled in us, we can instill that in our children, you guys. So even if we don't have Medeas now, even if, you know, we have glow glams or whatever.
Grand ladies.
Yeah, you know, however the new thing is where, you know, I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Grand ladies too, now. Don't
yeah,
get
we
it
love
twisted.
all of them, but, you know, it's just certain ones, you know, aren't like Medeas. And then you still do have the ones that are like Medeas that just don't, you know, go by Medea. Because they'll, you know, drop a lot of knowledge on kids, you know, and these kids, they may act like they don't pay attention to it, but they know because they have a spirit of conviction. And when they doing wrong or when they know that they can do something a little bit better than what they been doing, and they grand lady tell them about it, yeah, it's going to stick with them.
The spirit of correction is in all of us. God put it in us. And you know, when you hear that sound right there, we coming to the outro of another live session. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, who tuned in. Like Samantha said, we want you to share the video, get it out there.
You niggas off of
What's up to the CEO? Real TV, ENT, we got the juice, baby. We on deck. Yeah, we can do it for days. And if you didn't know, it's the livest. I said the livest. The livest experience you ever gonna see on social media. It's that boy Maurice Maurice, the brilliant, the fabulous Samantha Renee, the livest live family. And we can do it for days. Y'all like love, make sure you share. Make sure you share this video. We on deck, yeah. We gon' keep our foot on your neck.
Got it from the ground, I sat in their chair. Storming content by the way that they flex. Everybody flex, I show you.
Everybody flex.
Some shooters, screw tips on the roof. Got Mac and them keys and ain't talking computers. They stay with the shit, so you smelling manure.
Yeah,
put that designer on, baby. Trick off a little bit, nigga. I ain't come to play.
Y'all get this song right here on SoundCloud. This Young Cut, the Wave Rider. That's Cut with a K. K-U-T-T. Y'all like love and share this video. We doing it for y'all every time, all the time. And we'll be back as soon as God say the same. You feel me? Yeah.
We can do this shit for days.
Pull up on you, put a part in your face.
Got niggas with me, they gon' shoot like the wave. They little shit ain't water, what drip to a wave.
Yeah.
You niggas off.
And y'all get these t-shirts. All God-given gift on cultureshopping.com. That's culture with a K. Get you 15% off your purchase if you type in the Livest Live promo code. I want to say what's up to Lil Cody, Huncho C6. They on the way, baby. And all the hot artists we played, we love you and we love what you doing. Keep going. Don't care about what they saying. Keep doing you. Acknowledge God first. And get to the best of you. And he gonna put the spirit of conviction in you anyway.
New season low for 1,000 a set. Working my bitch and my clear on the vest. I stay fresh as fuck. We ain't having none less. Grab puff on the back and put dick in the chest.
Big ass poppin', y'all.
Like Christmas.
It's a low life.
Giving the issue. Which one you niggas be working for your whole neck?
Happy 4th of July. We gonna run this back on the watch party. Cause we know a lot of people still ain't did like we asked them to do. Like the Livest live page. Yeah, cause when we go live, we going live from this page. If you catch us on the Maurice Maurice and Samantha Renee side, you missed it. But we is gonna run a watch party. Cause guess what? We can't stop, won't stop, baby. We ain't gotta lie, just ask. And walk in truth today. That's an ending note for y'all. Walk in truth. There's so many people lying out here in the world. Just lying about anything. Start walking in truth and see how God bless you. We might win an Emmy.
I can do this shit for days. Cowabunga, how they ride my way.
Y'all ride this wave, baby. We on deck with it. And if you ain't respecting that, you just in the way, baby. It's Big L's. Big L's popping up in my Joe Jr. voice. I ain't seen my son this summer. His mama tried to keep it from him, but guess what? What God got in store, can't no man or woman stop. You hear me? So just keep on going. Keep going on with it. Cause what God blessed me with, can't now woman, now man stop it. Yeah, so especially when they are children. So yeah. I got big L's. I'ma pray for y'all. And y'all pray for us, cause we need prayer. Y'all have a good 4th of July. We love y'all.